Hey guys, what's up? It's Jack, and yeah, as you can see right here on the screen, it's officially over. XDefiant will indeed be shutting down in about 7 months or so from now. So let me read this post that I literally woke up to not too long ago by Mark Rubin here on Twitter. He says, "Hello, XDefiant fans. I'm unfortunately here today to announce that XDefiant will be shutting down starting today on December 3rd, 2024." New downloads and player registrations will no longer be available. We will still release our Season 3 content in the near future, exact date to be announced or to be determined, and the servers will remain active until June 3rd of 2025. So this is the last day right here. So for those who purchased the Ultimate Founders Pack, you'll receive a full refund. Players who made any purchases within the last 30 days will also be fully refunded. Those refunds should happen automatically within 8 weeks of today, and you can find more details on our official website on xdefiant.com. A few weeks ago, Ubisoft and the San Francisco team embarked on a bold adventure to develop a new arcade shooter called XDefiant. It was from the start an incredible challenge. Not only were we trying to shake up the genre by removing skill-based matchmaking while bringing back a more old-school arcade shooter experience, but we were also diving into the high-risk, high-reward realm of free-to-play. And for that, I want to applaud not only the dev team, but also the Ubisoft leadership for taking that chance. Free-to-play in particular is a long journey. Many free-to-play games take a long time to find their footing and become profitable. It's a long journey that Ubisoft and the teams working on the game were prepared to make until very recently. But unfortunately, the journey became too much to sensibly continue. I am, of course, heartbroken to have this to be writing this post. Yes, this game has been a personal passion for me for years. And yes, I know that not all challenges lead to victory, but I also want to recognize that all the developers who are being affected by this closure, each and every one of them is a real person with a real life separate from our own, and they all put out so much of their own passion into making this game. And I hope that they can be proud of what they did to achieve. I know that I will always be proud and grateful to have worked with such a great team. A team that really punched above its weight class, and what they achieved is truly remarkable. The early response from players when XDefiant launched was amazing. We broke internal records for the fastest game to surpass 5 million users, and in the end, we had over 15 million players play our game. This is something to be extremely proud of, especially considering how tough this genre is. So thank you to all the developers who put their passion into this game. If there's one thing I hope we can all take away from this experience, it's importance of open, honest communication between developers and players. This player-first mentality, along with respectful, non-toxic conversations between developers and players, has been one of the standout differences that made XDefiant so special. From my very first post about XDefiant, this was the vision that I wanted to champion, and I hope it leaves a positive mark on how the game industry treats its players and communities. To our players, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I want to express my deepest gratitude from the incredible community that has grown around XDefiant. Your passion, creativity, and dedication inspired us every step of the way. With the utmost love and respect, Mark. And I'm just going to scroll down, like, for instance, here's Blame Truth's response. Playtime 354 hours, 26 minutes. It's pretty crazy how I'm pretty much double his playtime, and he plays the game a lot. But let's see. He says, "Gutted. I feel the game was about to find its footing with Season 3 too. Assassin's Creed themed season was going to be so sick. I haven't had this much fun in a shooter since Black Ops 3 and 4 era of Call of Duty, and I've put nearly 400 hours into the game. The maps are phenomenal." What else did he have to say? The maps are phenomenal, and the smooth movement combined with the classic arcadey gunplay had me and my friends and a lot of old school FPS fans hooked. Bringing all the Ubisoft IPs together and being able to pull from all the sorts of different things gave so much potential, and with time too. It was nice playing something that brought me back to how gaming and shooters used to be. The sad fact is gaming has changed so much, and the things I grew up on, like COD 4, Gears of War, Halo 3, wouldn't really hold attention spans today either. Sad but true. Appreciate you and Aches being so in touch with the community and for being cool with me in particular. Haven't properly interacted with the FPS devs since Vonderhaar and 402 in the old days. Good luck on the future project, guys. Playtime 354 hours and 26 minutes. And you also have another guy over here saying, "Can we start a fucking petition or something to reverse decision by Ubisoft, blah, blah, blah." Well, all right, so I guess I'm assuming some of you guys might want to know my thoughts about this. Like I've already mentioned time and time again on this channel that it's always been a quote unquote 50-50 chance of the game surviving or dying. I was there was always a part of my mind that was open that the fact that this game could not die. And there were certainly signs of life, and I was hoping for the best, but at the same time, you can't really deny facts when it comes to a struggling company that has lost so much money to the point to where they're like considering selling or something like that. So when you have things like that to play with, and the fact that they've already lost so much money by making mistakes in the past with other shooters, and or not shooters necessarily, but just other games that they were making or whatnot, it's a sad fact that just, you know. And the thing is this: if XDefiant wasn't making enough to sustain itself, then why in the world would Ubisoft, you know, put more money into it? You know, what sucks even more is that it wasn't too long ago when Mark basically said he was already in discussions for year 2. So I guess Ubisoft, like I mentioned previously, again, this just goes to show, and I'm not trying to make myself look good or anything, but this is true. I mean, I've said it in previous videos in the past. It's like, you know, Ubisoft is subject to change their minds. You know, if Mark Rubin were to say, you know, that they're not going to shut down, Ubisoft said not to, well, the thing is, all that can change. You know what I mean? It's all about numbers. At the end of the day, it's all about numbers. And if XDefiant is not meeting those numbers, or if the company itself is suffering from the lack of numbers in another division or with other games or a combination of other games, you know, unfortunately, everything suffers, you know, because the money has to come from somewhere, and that somewhere is the same place. So, you know, it's the love has to be spread around. And unfortunately, as far as Ubisoft goes, they just simply don't have enough love to spread around to this game. If this, you know, whether or not this game will sustain itself. Obviously, my guess is that XDefiant was probably not sustaining itself, unfortunately, which sucks because, you know, like Blame Truth said, this is basically this brought me back into the genre. This resurrected my channel. This uplifted my passion. So some of you guys might want to know right off the bat what is going to happen with this channel, and the answer is quite simply, I don't know. I don't know. I might just do nothing but stream XDefiant until the servers shut down. You know, I'll just be streaming whenever I feel like it until the servers shut down. I may make a few more videos when season 3 does release, because season 3 is still going to release, and it's something that I'm still looking forward to personally. But at the same time, knowing that this game has about 6.5 to 7 months left is a bummer, because ultimately, I was getting my first-person shooter fix with XDefiant, and that is no longer going to be a thing anymore. So the funny thing is, I recently purchased... Steam has been having a lot of discounts lately, so I purchased, I don't know, like the other day, I purchased like $113 worth of games, and I would have... If they were on regular price, it would have been anywhere from $250 to $300, I think. So I ended up saving a lot of money by purchasing a lot of games. But in terms of what I'm going to do content creation wise, to be honest with you, I don't know. Obviously, everybody was here for XDefiant, and it would make sense that everybody, or if not, then like I'd probably say like 99% of you are probably like, once XDefiant is done, if not before then, you know, a lot of you guys obviously have no reason to stick around. So therefore, I don't know what I'm going to do with my channel, because you guys are here for XDefiant. So for those of you guys that would stick around, you know, you guys are a very, very small portion of the total community. So quite frankly, I don't know what I can do in terms of content to keep, not only to keep you guys interested, but also like in terms of what I would be interested in. I honestly don't know. You know, that the whole driving force behind the channel has been XDefiant, and before that time, my channel was dead. So, you know, because I had no, like, there was no other interest as far as, you know, doing anything else on this channel as far as XDefiant is concerned. So that's been kind of a subconscious question that's been going on for months now on this channel, in terms of, okay, Jack, well, okay, XDefiant's doing good, or XDefiant's still alive, but what if things go down? What are you going to do? And the truthful answer is, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna do commentaries on other games, but quite frankly, there's really no other first-person shooter that I'm really interested in playing right now. Halo's gone to shit. We all know why I don't play COD. I've already made videos going about that, so I'm not touching COD again, and you know, unless they were to change shit up or something like that. I'll continue to watch Blame Truth's videos and some other content creators' videos, just, you know, endlessly, you know, exposing what's wrong with the game and everything else and stuff like that, for like entertainment purposes of my own, or just because I'm a fan of theirs or whatnot. But In terms of me making content and what I'm going to do, I honestly don't know. And again, it also has to be something that's interesting to me. And right now, unfortunately, the first-person shooter genre, in terms of multiplayer, is concerned, has, in my opinion, has gone to complete shit. So I just, I refuse to put it shortly. I refuse to play a franchise that is rigged in the form of Call of Duty. Halo has gone to shit. Not interested in Gears of War. And I don't know about any other games or anything like that. Fragpunk is a game that I kind of have my eye on, but I don't know when that game's going to come out, and I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. I didn't play any of the closed betas or anything, but yeah, and I'm sorry about the background noise, guys. I'm recording a little bit earlier than usual because I literally woke up from a long ass nap to this news. I saw it on the Discord, and I couldn't, for a second there, I couldn't believe my eyes. And then, within seconds or so, I was fully awake and I brought myself back to reality. And the reality is that XDefiant just, it just didn't make it. So yeah, I'm just gonna play the shit out of the game because it's the last of the first-person shooter genre, unless something else were to come along with a similar type of mentality, with an organic matchmaking system and with a community-first type of mentality. So until that day comes, I don't know what I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna play. We're gonna see. Again, I've been keeping a close eye to Halo as well, and I'm seeing between the lines. And just because they changed the name of their studio doesn't mean shit. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it'll still be a pig. So, and again, the first-person shooter genre has really gone downhill in comparison to what it used to be, unfortunately. And I just don't. And like I said, I refuse to play games that play me. I want to play the game. I don't want the game to play me. So, yeah. This is just the sad reality of things, and it's just something that we're gonna have to accept. And that's just the way it is. Some people out there are going to say the fact that there was no skill-based matchmaking killed this game, or anything like that. No, that's not it at all. If XDefiant released under better circumstances, if XDefiant released ahead of where they were supposed to be, and if they released a little bit more complete with a hell of a lot more content, et cetera, and they were able to keep a majority of the players that ended up playing this game with the first few months, this game would be in a much better state right now. But unfortunately, it was already kind of, in a way, as far as gaming is today, XDefiant was already, in a way, kind of handicapped, from the start. And that's one of the things that appealed to me about the game. It's like, hey, this game is literally it's literally showing the rest of the industry the middle finger, despite all the challenges, which is one of the things that attracted me to the game. So yeah, it's pretty sad, but hey, it's the reality. And as far as this channel goes, if I decide to not do anything because of no interest, all I can say is that it's been a hell of a run. This last year and a half has been, the greatest year and a half I've had on YouTube over the last decade, as far as everything is concerned, as far as viewership, streams, interaction in the comment section, videos, you name it. It's been the most fun in a year and a half. So in closing, I have XDefiant to thank for that. And even though it's going down, it doesn't mean that I'm not thankful for it. Again, I made that Thanksgiving video for a reason, and that's because I was very thankful of the game, and also because of the fact that I've always known subconsciously that there always was a chance that this day could come, and it did. So, but at the same time, I'm going to try to look back and look at the positive and the fact that we were provided the game that we were provided, and I'm going to enjoy the next 7 months for as best as I can, and then that'll be that, I guess. So anyway, and thank you to the community as well for your tremendous support on videos, on stream, everything else. It's been a blast. So I guess I'll catch you guys on stream, and whether or not videos will take place from here on out, we will see. And we'll just kind of go from there. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you guys later.